Okay, quick Freaky Friday radar update. So we're drifting a bit, inside days across the board today. I think we're just going to cruise on into Friday, and the market will make its decision next week myself. But let's go and have a look in the screens and just see what we see. Left it a little bit later today. Actually been cleaning the patio. Exciting stuff. So big move in the dollar over the last few days, wasn't it? The voodoo average. Dollar spot. Right, I'll just quickly have a look at the metals and mining as well. He says, trying to find it. Always repeat after me. When silver pokes its head up, just smack it back down on the head. No matter what anyone says, it's always been the worst commodity market. It always will be. So, mute that other computer. Let's move on from that. Oil, obviously it's just at a high area there. We talked about this retrade. It came in a bit further than I thought it would actually. It came into the 10-month, didn't it? But I'll be honest, I think we're going to be just, if it goes to 10, I'll be quite surprised. I think this area here is big resistance, and I think, you know, this area here is sensible support, to be honest, you know, and it's not an exact science, is it? But you know, I think going forward that would make sense. We will see. Could be totally wrong, as always. And why can I never find the metals and mining? There it is. Metals and mining, just going sideways, isn't it? If you look left and see a big move, you know, you've already missed a big move. And what are these stocks doing now? Well, they're kind of going sideways, aren't they? A few of the big FTSE 100 ones have made a pretty good bounce off the lows, but my view is consolidation before you know, let them coil up for a move if they're going to make one in the future, and that could be 6 months, a year off. You know, it could be way out in the future. Into today's volume leaders. It is 10.50. We should have traded 33% to be on average volume. Not much today. Let's just buzz through these in order of sector. Couple investment trusts there. And into the small caps. Not much running in these either. Let's have a quick look. So, like, I think those shares hit the tape today on this one, don't they? The placing shares. It's a flooring company, isn't it? Something like that. Reverse vol base. I've got no forward on it. I think the last report said something like in line with guidance, or, you know, market expectations, and I don't know what they are because I've just got a 0. So if anyone can enlighten me, that would be fantastic. So market expectation, ShareScope's got it at 0, so, you know, go figure. Is that just a bad print? Turnover is kind of, turnover was going 30 to 47 posted, up to 62, so it's a tailing turnover. turnover is what all I've got. Hurricane Energy. This one's, I've just dropped the Oilers in again today, and that video, the Oilers are a focus for us. This one was close behind when we looked at them, but it wasn't really in an interesting place. And HUR. Now, it doesn't really, is that the interim? Yeah. I'm just going to hover over these results 1 second. It doesn't really scream on the screen on the GTRS, this one. I mean, there's your fundamental, you know, debt multiples are pretty high because it's a return to pre-tax profit, apparently. Now, let's just go back to that day we said, you know, retail's been caught offside on this move here. The offside move, we did that live on the day. We see that a lot. After a move, news comes out, bang, you know, institutional selling just smashed down all that retail sort of opening interest. And we actually said, and I wish I'd kept the recording. I never do. It's probably in there somewhere, but I haven't got a clue how to find it. Is this all she wrote for HUR? Because we didn't see the case. We saw this little base here, and then it came down, then it gapped down, and then it bounced up into this little zone, what turned out to be a low high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. And what do we say? Nothing good happens under 52-week lows. You can lose a lot of money from 52-week lows. A lot of people think you're buying a bargain at 52-week lows. Like, well, let's just have a look at that. You know, you can lose over 90% of your money from 52-week lows. I mean, what's that? That's 90% there, and it did all this as well. So I'll just zoom that out so you can see that. 52-week lows, you can still lose way over 99.999% of your money, and it still hung in there, didn't it? It nearly went to zero, basically. And we got this big stage base here into the voodoo average. The zone of interest is here. I do see that, but you know, it's an extremely risky one. Do your own research. It's, you know, if it broke above there, yeah, I suppose there's a case, but you know, I am not pumping this stock here. I'm just kind of seeing it on the volume leaders today, and we're just recovering what we talk about. You know, you think you're getting a bargain buying things cheap. Well, what is cheap? You know, if you buy it at 2p, it only has to go to 1p to lose half your money. If you buy it at 1 pence, it only has to go to 0.5 pence to lose half your money. The difference is, if you're buying something at 50p, it takes time to go to 25p. But if you're buying something at 2p, it can go to 1 pence overnight. So it's that's the game you play if you play. Especially if you just put, you know, 5% of your portfolio in something, you don't position size, you know, you're going to get killed. So anything can go to zero overnight as well. Never forget that. Anyway, let's go through the end of these volume leaders. Lookers, yeah, it's the big dog in the retailers, isn't it? Car retailers. And so, you know, go and have a look at the setup we looked at on VTU and Scenic. Yeah, this was kind of reverse vol, bit loose, horrible action, but it's kind of doing okay. Not what I like to ride, though sometimes you don't have a choice. That is the boss. I will leave it there with VLG. Sorry. VTU I should have said there. Oh, and the Moon People. So this was, you know, this was the leader in the move, wasn't it? And it's just, one got bought out as well, didn't it? Another leader in the move. We've seen a few of the laggards and yeah, I'll leave it there. Okay.